In virtually every sport, parents can watch their kids play. Whether it be in the gym or out on the field, they can experience the atmosphere of that play area. This is why I have so much admiration for parents who decide to get their kids involved in an esports program, such as the one here at St. John Bosco High School. In many ways, they're taking a risk on a new, pioneering field, one in which they know their children are passionate, but they themselves may not totally understand yet. And that is why in this video, the staff here at Bosco Esports aim to demystify some of the concepts and mechanics surrounding competitive gaming and illustrate how in many ways it's actually quite similar to traditional sports.
The young man in charge of guiding each of our students is Coach Sean. He's a championship level athlete who has competed with some of the best players Valorant has ever seen.
Markets. Sky holding down, but Block catches them perfectly, leaving just Sean in a 1v3. They'll need a 4K in this round alone to secure. They already closed out for a third. No, an ace will be acquired. I apologize. Sean's gotten the third. He's gotten the fourth. He's the ace! And Sean takes St. John Bosco to an 11-1/2.
Sean possesses qualities that these young men absolutely need from a coach: humility and lots of patience.
They're not gonna look at it right there. Can you see your crosshair? Can you see your crosshair?
Yeah.
I can't see it. I have to squint to look at it.
For starters, esports players need to be comfortable with their equipment in the same way that traditional athletes need to feel good in their uniforms, good with their gear, and adopt proper techniques and posture.
You need to be at like your best performance if you want to do well, and you need to have like zero distractions. Like how we were talking about the wired mouse. A lot of the time you'll hear it, like you'll have it hitting like the sides of like the desk, so it'll just bother you and you won't be like clear and focused as you could. And it's the same if you have like your headphones audio messed up, you'll be like trying to tweak it in game and it'll take away time from you like preparing and setting up or like making plans with your team. So super important.
Having the most optimal graphic settings and understanding hardware configurations are also a couple of the concepts our esports players need to understand in order to play effectively and troubleshoot if needed.
Making sure your mic's working, your headphones are working, make sure your mouse is on the right DPI, your sensitivity's right, you're like comfortable on the desk. And then once you have like those three, I think you're pretty much good in just monitor settings and making sure you have enough space on your desk.
The emphasis placed on how to lift weights in the gym, swing a tennis racket, golf club, all apply here. These principles are most applicable when players are getting comfortable at their desks.
Do you want to swap to that one for now? That keyboard?
What?
You want to swap to that keyboard? You have less mouse space. Having like a bigger keyboard, it takes away from the amount of mouse space you have. So if he wants to go like, he wants to flick really fast and go here, he's gonna hit the keyboard. But if you have a smaller one, you're just gonna have more mouse space. At like tournaments and stuff, you're usually not gonna have a lot of mouse space. So you want to have a smaller keyboard. But some tournaments they just don't have the space, and some won't have like the monitor mounts either. So you'll just have even less space. Especially for like LAN tournaments where a lot of people are going to be playing on them. A lot don't have that space. Also, you could plug the dongle into here.
Oh.
So you don't have to have it running through the back of into the keyboard. You don't have to go under the desk. What most of these players are working on, they're mostly working on movement, crosshair placement. I don't want them to be like caught off guard with their crosshair placement. So say like he's doing really well at keeping his crosshair ready at all times. So he's like, even if he misses a shot, he knows where they're going to be peeking him from. But that's something that these players are struggling with. So I'm just having them practice being like this so they're always ready. And they'll just get so much more kills and be aware of what's going on during the game. You need help, Rosie? What are you struggling with?
Razi is actually one of my former players from a title called Rainbow Six Siege, which has similar objectives and themes to Valorant, but he's going through a massive learning curve trying to understand the mechanics and the techniques to be most effective in this game title.
And then, just keep practicing, always having it ready where they're going to swing you from. From like the first day you were trying this, I think you're doing a lot better job at having it. You're a lot more aware where they're going to be coming from. I want you to do the drill I have them doing it, where you keep swinging, and then once your crosshair's ready, you stop. You see how you like do that little jiggle when you see them? Just keep holding the button. Just keep swinging until your crosshair's ready on their head. Keep swinging, keep swinging. Keep going wide, keep going wide. They unbind crouch, unbind W, just to help them break like the bad habits. I think that works like to start, but then you have to start working without unbinding it. You just have to get into the habit of not pressing those keys. So like some people they'll take a gunfight and they'll just insta-crouch. In deathmatch, having them unbind it so they're not pressing it anymore will help with breaking the habit.
Crouching in-game, especially for a new player, is a pretty bad habit to start adopting right at the beginning. Angles in first-person shooter games are not much different from those in real life. How quickly one player sees another is largely predicated on their respective positioning.
Do 2 bursts. There you go. Like once you're doing bursts of 3, you're gonna notice that the bullet's like spraying too high and it's harder to control. But bursts of 2 is like the bullets are very close, so they're more accurate. And then when you counter strafe, it just resets the bullet spray. So you'll just get the most like consistent spray as you can. Just keep practicing that in the matches.
Okay.
Understanding the importance of moving side to side at the correct time is crucial because it's not always about how accurate you are, but really how inaccurate you can make the other player with your own footwork.
Look at that. So much better already. Do you feel that? Do you feel the difference? They're not going to shoot you instantly. They're going to crouch spray and you're just going to kill them first because you're more patient. Keep doing that. I like that.
Where did she write that?
Good job.
Oh my gosh.
My heart's beating.
Dude,
That was your first clutch. You could do swift play. I would just say unrated might give you a better feeling of what it's going to be like in game, like in comp.
Like going to the park and playing soccer or basketball, there are many different types of games that determine how serious players will take it. You have your unrated and swift play games, which are the equivalent to playing a pickup game or a quicker version with more laxed rules, to your competitive matches, which are sort of like examinations that track performance and place you within a ranked structure. Beyond that, of course, are tournaments, the ultimate test of nerves and skill that Coach Sean is vigorously preparing these players for.
Esports is still very much in its infantile stages, quite literally centuries younger than more established sports that are very popular right now. At this early stage of the game, a little bit of confidence goes a long way, as does a great deal of faith. If you're interested in seeing our players do work beyond the lab, check out this video where I get the reaction of 3 brave souls who joined me for training out on the paintball field. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your support.